beautiful soul. This is Rochelle with the Healing Rose, your tarot and oracle reader, and we are taking a look at what needs to be released. What is it that you are ready to let go of in order to move forward and to be able to enjoy the rest of this season as we are in our quiet time of the year, right before the craziness of the holidays starts to take hold and everyone is overstressed and overworked and overextended. Let's just see where we are at. So where are we starting from? The Page of Wands. Just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it will be effortless. All right, so we have what is our inspiration, what is motivating, what higher wisdom is guiding. All right, let's just lay a few of these out and we'll take a look at what the story tells us. What truth needs to be seen or spoken to? What opportunity or challenge? Okay, what opportunity or challenge lays ahead? That Five of Pentacles, that's a tricky one. And the gift or blessing that is emerging. All right, before we move on to the rest of the spread. Okay, so if we're looking at what needs to be released, what is it that we're ready to let go of? So just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that it will be effortless, right? So we're starting from this place that maybe there's something that we're kind of really excited about, but like it means there's hard work to be put in, right? Things are not necessarily going to be super, super easy. Let's move a couple of these out of the way so we can spread the cards just a little bit more. Tiny table, only so much room. Okay, so the inspiration here is that every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. So the Six of Pentacles is being in a very reciprocal place. So that we are in this beautiful level of exchange with those around us, right? This is being charitable, receiving the charity from others. It is giving freely, often without expectation of return. So there's that. Like giving freely means that you give something without expecting to get something back from it. And I think that trips up a lot of us sometimes, right? So what are we needing to let go of here? Right? What's coming in is an abundant opportunity, so that even though there might be something that you've been really passionate about doing it, but it's taking a lot of work, but maybe there's a new opportunity that's coming in, right? So I think to me, this feels like we need to let go of the idea that there will be struggle involved with everything we have to do. Like, oh, it's only going to work if we put the effort in. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. So the truth that needs to be seen or spoken to. I love the Page of Cups. It's let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. The Page of Cups has a little bit of a quality of maybe being naive, being passionate, being like ready for inspiration to come, being ready to create, being ready to love, being open to the possibilities. So if this is our truth that needs to be expressed, what is it that you're maybe kind of secretly daydreaming about or longing for? Like, what's the space you want to be into? Because the challenge here is this Five of Pentacles. Now, this Five of Pentacles, this is a tough one, right? Five of Pentacles is about feeling separate. So there's this little sign here. It says safe haven. So, you know, there's an opportunity to go inside, but for some reason, it's like you feel you need to do it alone. You feel like you need to just be like you're like this lone wolf in the woods kind of thing. It says nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. So like there may have been challenges, right? You might be feeling like you're in a really challenged place. And this is our upcoming challenge, is that continuing to walk the path of being separate or being apart or feeling excluded when there's a path here and it's not well worn. It's like nobody's used it for a while, but you could take this path. You could go and be within a community. You could be in a social circle. You, for some reason, are keeping yourself on the outside, right? So there's our challenge. So the enchantment, the gift, the blessing that is starting to emerge is to have faith that healing is in the forecast. So that star, right? The star is all about faith. The star is about, acknowledging there's a higher power out there. There's guidance that we can seek. It's, following the signs that come as well. So if you're getting a little sign like we have over here and it says safe haven, but you're not willing to walk the path to get there, right? So we kind of need to be responsible to step up into our own, like to take some responsibility. The guidance is there, but we need to take the step, right? We might be looking all over the place instead of seeing what's right in front of us as well. It's like looking outside of yourself. So we have this, what is inspiring, what is motivating. This is the Six of Pentacles is actually being involved with other people. It's a reciprocal exchange, right? So it's like what you put out comes back to you. So if you're always withholding and you're keeping to yourself, you can't expect something to be coming in if nothing is going out. I don't know if that makes sense there. Okay, so here is what must you release or prepare before moving forward? The Four of Swords. Oh, I love this. The Four of Swords is all about rest, right? Why aren't you resting? It's like a long, this is like the period of recovery, traditionally recovery after a long illness. It's like you've gone through a period of grief, you've gone through a period of loss, and you've been in that resting place, right? And this is what we need to let go of before we move forward. It's that putting yourself into confinement, staying away from others. Yeah, again, I feel like community is going to be very important. This is your opportunity. The season is coming up where we can network, we can socialize, we can be with friends, we can be with family, we can be in that place that we choose to be, as opposed to holding ourselves separate, because this energy we put out is what comes back to us. We have a new abundant opportunity, and it feels like an abundant opportunity to actually step into a space of community. All right, so this is what we must release before we move forward. So now we move a little bit deeper. This is maybe a little bit more internal, right? So these next 5 cards are more about your landscape, as opposed to this is what's happening within. This is all about you and what's going on inside. And the next few cards are about your outside influence, right? So the mist, right? So the mists are what is hidden or what is keeping things hidden from you. And we have this 3 of Swords. So like, it's okay to cry. But at some point we need to move past that. So it's interesting. We have the 4 of Swords as as what needs to be released, right? And this is like, is this what is hidden or is this what you're hiding? That 3 of Swords, that grief. So keeping that all kind of like trapped within, as it were. All right. Still recovering from having lost my voice there for the last month or so. So bear with me. I'm hoping it holds up. Okay, so our next card. What do you need to understand before you can move forward? Because we need to move away from this, right? This, I feel like this grief, this loss, this need to just hide away and rest and stay separate is what's been holding us back. So this is the energy we're needing to let go of, right? This is what we need to move past. Okay, and so what do we need to understand before moving forward? We have the Tower. So all things change, all things transition. Sometimes they're very sudden and they come on quickly, like a sudden opportunity for a new job or an opportunity to move places or new relationships come in. Like things can change in a moment, right? You can be cruising along down the highway of life and there's goes a moose and suddenly you're off the cliff on a brand new adventure. What chaos is coming your way? But with change, right, always comes, we have this new opportunity coming in. So whatever change is coming, I feel like we don't need to be afraid of it. I feel like we can just sit back and embrace it. Okay, so our next card is all about our support system. What does your support system look like? Who is in your corner? The Six of Wands. Okay. So, to me, this feels like your support system. Six of Wands is all about like leadership, victory. And it says here, you're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. You have you have people that will cheer you on, right? We have these people that will celebrate your victories with you. You just need to let them. I think you need to make this shift from like doing it alone to doing it out there in the community. Okay? So, what protects or nurtures your journey? Okay. The Lovers. This is a beautiful card, right? So, this is about partnership, it's about stepping into relationship, and it is not necessarily a love relationship. Although people do get really excited when the Lover card shows up. It's will you or won't you? The choice is yours. So, you know, if you want to feel protected or you want to feel nurtured, to me it feels like it's up to you. What is it that you want? What is it that you're craving for your life? Because once you acknowledge that you are a big deal and you step into that energy, you step into that queen energy, that leadership energy, and start owning your life and take responsibility instead of being caught up in your grief and the more things stay the same, the more we feel like we need the change, but sometimes the more we're afraid of the change. So instead of hiding yourself away, because this is our underlying, to me this feels like the underlying theme here is we have hidden ourselves away. There's opportunities coming. We have this beautiful reciprocal energy that only comes from community. The truth is that you need to let yourself experience the joy, the bliss, the love in life, right? Like, imagine how great it is, like, when you're a 5-year-old at the beach and you're hanging out and you're finding that magical rock or that beautiful piece of sea glass or just enjoying the feeling of the waves on your feet, or you're just like laying in the grass, staring at the clouds, finding animals and shapes and things, right? And just being in the moment and experiencing joy versus getting caught up in the grief, caught up in the anxiety, needing to lock yourself away, right? That's a like very adult thing to do is for us to get caught up as opposed to just being in the moment and allowing us to have that innocence, that, being in that place where we're just able to blissfully enjoy the moment. Yeah. Will you or won't you? Okay. And our final card, we have we have the King of Cups. I love that. So the King of Cups, this is our emotionally responsible, in control of their emotions, right? No longer letting themselves be ruled by grief, by upset, by worry, by anxiety. The King of Cups is able to share openly and easily. Knows how to not overshare. Like the King of Cups is someone that can sit and be in a beautiful social networking space, right? Can go to business dinners and luncheons and events and, engage in community in a way that feels good and positive, right? There's no stress, there's no anxiety. So, this is like big changes are coming. So, step into your leadership, choose what it is that you want for yourself, and then allow yourself to be out there in the world, knowing that you are taken care of. Coming from this place of trust, of following your instincts, trusting your intuition, and allowing yourself to just experience that reciprocal exchange, right? We don't have to necessarily be the center of attention when we're out, because the King of Cups is content enough to sit and listen and absorb and then share and reflect back what is valuable. And that really feels into, I think, this Six of Pentacles as well, because that is also being in a very reciprocal place, right? So the calm, serene leadership energy that you are more than capable of producing and putting out there when you allow yourself to embrace this change that's coming, that feels really magical. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we have a little affirmation as well to go with this. So this is the Cozy Witch Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks to use. And these are our little magical messages from the universe. This is Alexis Raccoon. Love can never leave you. It simply shapeshifts and returns in different forms, seeking you. So know that you are not separate, right? This Five of Pentacles, the challenge that needs to be overcome, what actually needs to be released and let go of, is us putting ourselves away because we feel separate. Maybe we don't feel the love. Maybe we're not feeling attached or connected to community. But we have the power to change that. You simply make that choice to step into that energy, because love can never leave you. You, within your heart, you hold the energy of endless love. There is no end to it. It never leaves you. It is always with you. And the more love we send out, the more love comes back. And when we're in that solid, open-hearted place where we trust and believe, this is where we make amazing shifts in our life, right? So love never leaves. It cannot leave you. It just comes back in different forms, right? We transition, we outgrow relationships, we outgrow jobs, we outgrow places that we live, we need change. Sometimes it's like you just grow into a different person and you need something different in your life. And why not? Why not allow that change to happen and go out and live your life to the fullest? And you don't need to hide yourself away anymore. You don't need to hide yourself in your grief and your loss and, anxiety about how things are going to be. Know that you're amazing. Know that you're fantastic and awesome and you're loved, and you can go out there and share your best self with the world. The choice is yours. The decision of what you want to do is yours. But know that there are people, when you believe in yourself, when you love yourself, you emit an energy field that draws people to you. And use your discernment. You will find your tribe. You'll find your people that will celebrate you and uplift you, because you are never alone. All right, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. And if you would like a personal reading, know that I am opening up spots. I have space for 1 or 2 readings a week. Sign up for my newsletter down below in the description box, and you can get all the news about when and where and what's available. And new subscribers get a very incredibly discounted first reading as well. So I more than welcome you to connect with me out in the world. I hope you have an amazing day and a fabulous week. Wishing you all the best.